Who's the most important person in your life? Now, if you're like most of us, the first person that came to mind probably wasn't you. You see, the person that really is the most important is ourselves, because that is the voice and the body with which we are navigating the world on a day-to-day basis. Now, when we make a mistake, most of us are not very kind to ourselves. When we don't accomplish the tasks we want to accomplish, when we're feeling demotivated, or even using that term lazy, we're usually not very kind. And if we are the most important person in our own life, being kind is of critical importance. One of the things that I think is so interesting is that many of us carry tapes around in our minds that play out the harsh words or criticisms that we've received across the course of our lives. And they are exactly that. They're tapes. What we don't realize is that because they're tapes, we have the opportunity to push pause and to take a hard look at, do we want these tapes to continue to play a role in defining the way we think about ourselves? I hope you do. Now, what does that look like? Because these thoughts are what are known as automatic thoughts. They simply roll through our mind over and over and over again. And of course, our little friend Amy, the amygdala, plays a large role in encouraging these thoughts to go through our mind because they're actually self-protective. When we're being critical or cruel to ourselves, it usually means that we're in a situation where we have historically let ourselves or somebody else who matters down. And so our brain has learned to play small in those situations. But playing small doesn't work when we're up to something big, right? So I'd like to invite you to start paying attention to the thoughts that you have when you're not living up to the expectations of the tapes in your mind. I want you to notice that language, the expectations of the tapes in your mind. Or when you're criticizing yourself or not being very loving or kind, write down those thoughts as well. These automatic thoughts do not belong to you. They are something that you've learned across the course of your life, and your amygdala has said, hey, that's a good thing to keep in mind, because if we feel that way or think that way, we may not put ourselves at risk. But the truth is, life is a risky proposition. Risk is fun when we believe in ourselves and learn how to be courageous. And mistakes can become opportunities for learning and growth. So take a moment in the coming week and start writing down those thoughts, those narratives, the messages of those tapes, so that you can start to take a critical look at which ones do you want to keep and which ones do you want to let go of, because, well, they may belong to your past and you don't need them anymore. And trust me, we've all got them. I have mine too. And once we start looking at them objectively, we are empowered to step back and start changing those old tapes into new narratives that empower us to live our best lives.